Welcome, Professor Shiguro.
Thank you for having me.
We're happy to have you. And how did you find Saudi Arabia?
It's wonderful. You know, I only knew just a little bit before, but now I'm here and I meet psychologists and psychiatrists. It's been great. I'd love to know more.
We are grateful to have you as well. And we've learned a lot from the emotion-focused therapy workshop. You've been so passionate. I observed your passion while conducting the workshop and trying your best to get the concept and the understanding to all of us. So it was really a great experience, as mentioned to you also by other participants. So if we will explain to just regular people, not professionals, what is emotion-focused therapy, what would you tell them?
I think emotion-focused therapy is a kind of therapy where you really look at how you feel and you experience feelings, you freely be yourself and learn from what's happening inside you. Also learning from anger, shame, fear, sadness. You know, these feelings, you usually don't want to feel too much of it, but they are there because they teach us a lot of important stuff in life. So by learning emotion-focused therapy or by doing emotion-focused therapy, you start to become friends with anger, fear, and difficult emotions. So you're not afraid of them, but you really use these emotions as information to live better life rather than avoiding these feelings. But to have a full life, because emotions make your life richer.
What do you think EFT could be of help? I know you're still learning about our culture. You've met few people here and there. But where do you think if EFT could be of value? Here, for example, we have the most prominent one is cognitive behavioral therapy.
Right.
There are other therapies that becoming more visible lately. So where do you think EFT could be helpful in a culture like Saudi Arabia?
I think here people observe and really maintain their tradition, and they're very respectful. At the same time, they have a very rich emotional life. That's not always easy to express, or a lot of emotions that are not so easily socially acceptable. But they are very important because that's the way they feel. And people here live in a traditional life, but also in a very developed and highly developed current world. So they have many selves and they have many emotions that may, contradict one another.
Certainly. You've mentioned shame and anger. And in our culture, shame, which is عيب بالعربي, it's a common theme, shame. And we go by what others will think of us. So our behaviors should be monitored, especially like if you're in social or even within the family. So there are rules.
Right.
And if you cross or violate these rules, it's a shame. And the shame can be on the individual, it can be on the group, or it can be the family, or even the bigger society. So the shame plays a major role.
Yes.
I was wondering if you have similarity like in Japanese culture when it comes to shame.
I think that's a hidden similarities I've been feeling for the last 3 days.
Yeah.
And I'd be so interested and curious as to explore this together.
Sure. That's going to be a great opportunity for research.
Collaboration.
Exactly. See how shame manifests in Saudi culture versus Japanese culture. And do people come to EFT with shame that is being affecting their lives and the quality of their lives?
One of the reasons why I was so, attracted or interested in EFT is that EFT theorize about emotions, but also about the shame. And I think shame affects us in so many ways. Of course, there are some cultural differences, but everyone is affected, and no one wants to be ashamed. No one wants to feel shame, but the shame is everywhere. So working with shame and learning about shame and building shame resilience rather than shame avoidance and shame anxiety, like anxiety about shame, is very important and would be useful for everyone, from, of course, the adults, but teenagers. They're very sensitive to shame.
Big time, big time.
I think CBT is one of approaches that could be very strong and effective here, but EFT can be an alternative for those people who want to explore what's happening inside, express and experience emotions that usually have no place outside. I think it'd be very useful based on the reactions of the participating psychologists and psychiatrists.
When I was listening to you mentioning that we are emotional people, we do actually. And sometimes we really have high, intense emotions. But we have difficulty expressing it, or maybe expressing it the right way. We are expressing emotions, I would say, not in words, because this is quite difficult. And maybe here where EFT can become handy to identify the emotions, especially the problematic ones that people hold them back. What other things you would like to know about our culture?
There are so many things, 3 days of workshop. I really enjoyed interacting with participants. They had a great comments. And one thing that was very interesting was that even though there are many different cultures and cultural differences, when we watch the videos of emotions, they can identify what's happening very keenly and accurately. So there are some aspect of culture that's very universal.
Certainly.
And this kind of training that happens interculturally, I think we discover a lot of interesting stuff. It's exciting.
It is.
And I love to continue this and learn more from one another.
Emotion is such a powerful tool. And as you mentioned, there's a lot yet to learn about emotion, different cultures.
And this,
Persian.
and this way of learning this time between, Saudi Arabian psychologist and the Japanese psychologist, this is exciting collaboration.
I'm sure it is. And we are happy to have it and continue working together and helping people to address their emotions without holding back shame, holding back anger, to have like more adaptive kind of emotions and enjoy their lives.
Right. At the same time, preserving important cultural heritage
Certainly.
and promoting it and expanding it.
Certainly.
Right?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.